morning. I'll be speaking on how we created awareness of eye donation in city of Gurgaon. Uh, we always follow a philosophy of to begin a small. We started a eye bank and followed a bottoms up approach. In 2004, this idea was conceived with the group of professionals, and this is how Nirame our eye bank was born. And all the founder members were professionals with the regular busy weekday job, and everybody was in volunteer. In 2005, the goals were very limited, and it was to set up an eye bank and to reach a eye donation level of 100 from zero at that time. So we had a lot of legal challenges. We registered as NGO, then we followed up with district health authorities, then the state health authorities, and then a regulatory body which was not there came into shape, and with series of inspections and interaction with health ministry, government of Haryana, our eye bank was finally registered. And then was the financial constraint, which was at that time supported by an industrialist. He donated for the infrastructure of the iBank. We also launched a concept of Drishti Mitra to have a community participation in which everybody has to pay a rupees 100 and for the iBank working, and subsequent effort to receive financial support with the government of Haryana. Finally, we got an specular microscope at that time, which was a big challenge. And but all said and done, when we started working on the ground, it was the complete lack of awareness we found, and there was no large hospital to run HCRP in Gurgaon. And when we reviewed the literature, it's been very clearly mentioned that awareness is a challenge, and if it can be tackled, the eye donation numbers can be increased, whether it is South India, North India, East India, everywhere, all the parts basically have the same issues, and even the rural India has the same problem. And there were superstitions involved. It was not the part of family, it was not the part of social city or family culture. Everybody said, why me? Why should I donate? They were unfamiliar with the simple procedure of eye donation, and there were no local institution at that time who were kind of talking about this cause of eye donation. So we launched a concept of Netradan Chetna Abhiyan in year 2005, in which we involved all the religious spiritual leaders around Gurgaon, the RWAs, we, the social bodies, and we also organize poster making, slogan making competitions in schools. And in summers, we went to parks to give them the message of eye donation. We arrange seminars, conferences, and we also put these pledge forms at the retail outlets. We the cinema hall, the local network was promoting this cause. They were telling that eye donation is very simple, and then we organized big events like Run for Vision with Virendra Sehwag in 2019, 2009, and Walk for Vision in 2020 with Delhi Devil teams, the IPL team, and we basically roped in various organization of the society. We arranged talks in the corporates. We gave information kits to the volunteer, and yes, 100% response to all calls at that time, 24/7 by our iBank was very important. Media was always there to support our cause. Whatever we retreat, whatever we did, whatever transplant we did, everything was highlighted, and this ultimately helped us to further give the message of eye donation. These are few of the glimpses of the awareness campaigns that we have been doing all these years in 2009, 2011, 10, and then 15. Mm, this is how we celebrated the eye donation fortnights. We had school talks, we had community talks, all to raise the eye donation level, and this has really helped over these years. But then came COVID, and physical, all these physical programs, physical things were not possible, so we went online. We are part of the Saksham, which is also a NGO, basically working in the field of eye donation, and this is how we invited the important people who were working in this area, and then the Kamba came into light, and that was a 14-day program at that time, and that involved 35 states, 43 prants they call in all these districts, and then online pledging led to a pledging of about 3 lakh, more than 3 lakh of pledging at that time, and this was the validatory function, which was chaired by Honorable Union Minister of India, and this was the just what we have discussed in the previous slide, and this was the online pledge form, which led to increase the level of eye donation. And locally in Gurgaon at that time of COVID, we uh, did this virtual runs, then walks, all to raise the level of eye donation. This was the sequence of all the program, and you could run or walk anywhere and then put up your time and your this thing on online, and then uh, whatever, how many steps did you do, and the final person who has done the maximum steps to raise this level of eye donation received an award from the eye bank. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hitendra. Yes, it is absolutely true that if there is a will, there is a way. And no matter where you are, rural, urban, or wherever, usually it's a small team of dedicated people, not necessarily eye surgeons, who get together and promote this as a movement. And then it goes by leaps and bounds. Many eye banks in our country have started really, really small. I remember, I think, Dholka, where they used to go to the cremation grounds and pick up eyeballs and things like that. We have Dr. Sujata Das talking about managing expectations, eye banks versus corneal surgeons.
So while Sujata is putting up her slides, can I just make a point? I feel, in a way, sometimes I feel that maybe few people of us are sitting in a room and we are taking decisions on behalf of everybody. Instead of that, can we have 2 Google forms sent, one from Cornea Society of India to all the corneal surgeons, mentioning these 2-3 points, because see, they may be wanting a cornea from an eye bank where the specular is mandatory. So we can check from there, like from the corneal surgeon's perspective, what do they want? And then to the eye banks also, what are the legal hindrances the eye banks are facing? Like we know, but some people may or may not be, bothered. So we should send this so that we have the data. Like for example, whether we go for the journey of amending the whole law,
It
or
will
whether
help us in our
the
advocacy
rules.
when we can
Yeah,
show this.
exactly. So we should send it out and let say, if they say don't go for the rules, go for the law, then EBAI can go for the law.
Radhika will do both.
Yeah,
both are easily
both
doable.
should be done.
Google form
EBAI
doesn't
and
take
Cornea
time.
Society of India. That will make it stronger.
Yeah.
The voice, as Mr. Jaswant Bhai said,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we have to aim for the best.